Alright, for a start, let's get straight into it. So we're going to do a recap of yesterday's real quick. So I'm using Command and Tab to click around. I was trying to do that scene switcher that OBS provides, that scene switcher advanced, but I was not advanced enough to get it installed and working properly. So first thing, this is just the news. Yesterday we had unemployment claims at 8:30, red folder, and we had Empire State Manufacturing Index. You can see that Philly Fed Manufacturing 7:30. Either way, a red folder and two orange folders coming out at 8:30. So we should know not to trade until after those are posted or way before those are posted. So what I actually did was I caught a 6:30 a.m. trade, which is before New York session, but the action was screaming, "I am a trade." So I took it. And I woke up so early and just on accident, and I was lucky enough to grab the move. I got an entry on this, and then I got out because I wanted to get a better entry, and then it just left without me. So you'll see why I did that in a minute. So we're coming over here. This is the 4-hour time frame, as you can see, 4 hour right here. Boom. So I just take a quick screenshot of that real quick. We're back testing gold, by the way. That wasn't clear as day. So you can see that since we have, this is where the price was. I'll go back over to that screen. I'm just going to go ahead and type in real quick bearish, that we were bearish for the day. And this is why we were bearish. We were bearish because we were bearish on the 4 hour because you see right here we were making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and then we didn't make a higher high, we made a lower high right here, and then we closed under this low, meaning that we completely changed the direction. This was the low, now we made a lower low, now we made a lower high right here. This is where, over here in this area where I was looking to get in. So since the 4 hour direction closed down, it's bearish. And look, you can see right here. See, this is Thursday at 2 o'clock. So we knew that we were bearish when this black candle right here closed and this one opened. So we knew we were bearish by Wednesday 22, and we were still bearish that following morning. So we got our sentiment. Now I use a 4 hour, a 15-minute, and a 1 to 3 minute time frame. For futures, futures operates faster than Forex. It operates from 15 seconds to 3 minutes. So that's why you can use a lower time frame in futures. So we come over to the 15-minute. And then where were we? So this is today. So we were back here. So usually I wait for a sweep of London right here. Now it was 6:30, like I said, boom. And we were already over London, and we were already sweeping Asia. So since we swept Asia right here, I was like, oh boy, well shit. We already swept London, we already swept Asia, and maybe we were in OTE. We were not in OTE. Oh yeah, we were, look. And I'm going to put, this is the Fibonacci, I'm going to make a video on this later. I'm going to add the levels in here just so y'all can see. But, so we hit that 61.8%, that 61 retracement. Boom, we swept it, OT. So, and this is on the 15-minute chart. We came back into OT. 15-minute and OTE are best friends. The 4 hour, the 15-minute, and then 1 to 3. Really, all you need is the 4 hour and the 15-minute, and you can trade your ass off. But, all right, so we come in here. We see that we reached this high right here, and we're sweeping liquidity. The market turns around after it sweeps liquidity. So we know right here, we're going to go ahead and just take a screenshot of this. And then we're going to hit our Command Tab button to go back over to the notes. We're just going to take the screenshot right here. The way I'm doing the screenshot is I'm hitting, oh shit, I forgot. I'll have to tell you in a second. I think it's Command Shift 4 is how you do a highlight screenshot. But, so we got OTE right here, and we got London and Asia both got swept. So, and that's at 6:30 in the morning. Now, I personally think that they sometimes try to make a move happen before news comes in, and then they use news for a further move. But I feel like they just wanted to manipulate the markets a little bit earlier, or this happened because they knew what news was, so they were manipulating the market to where they wanted it to be for where it was going to need to be later for news. So now we just go into this yellow line right here. This is 3 time frames. Now we just go in here and we just look for a market structure shift. That's it. It'll be pretty clear as day too. And this was so crazy. Look how crazy this move was from here down here. I missed that whole move because I was greedy about my entrance. So for one, let's just go ahead. My exit is going to be equilibrium of the range. I wouldn't have caught this whole move anyways. I would have just caught from like right here down to equilibrium. Now what happened was I seen this displacement in this range right here. This is clear as day what I'm looking for. I'm going to make a more detailed video on everything, but y'all probably, if you know I'm just a chill dude explaining. Market structure shift. Alright, boom. So look, we know that right here it's a power of 3. I'm going to go ahead and, this box is called Asia because I use this to highlight the Asia range, or I used to back in the day before I had this ICT indicator, and this is the Sessions 1 indicator. I'll pull it up right here. ICT Sessions 1 setup for life. It literally just highlights the London range, New York range, and Asia session. So we got this accumulation right here. You can see we're accumulating right here. And then you can see we were manipulating right here. And then you can see New York did its distribution right here. It's already a green box, but just add another green box layer to it. And then New York was doing its distribution. So that's the power of 3, beautiful as day. That's also, I have these the same color as I do the ranges, because usually London is supposed to sweep Asia and then New York is supposed to distribute, but it doesn't always do that. So this is our power of 3, but needless to say, let's get rid of these boxes. I don't put those boxes on in the morning. I was just showing y'all. So the reason I missed this trade is because I entered right here at equilibrium. I just entered probably like right at equilibrium. Sell, and then I put my stop loss up to here. And then I was going to take a TP literally like down here, which honestly, that's risking $38 to make $179. That's already ridiculous. Hold up, what is that? Let's do 179 divided by 100. Are we recording? All right. 107 or 183 divided by 38. That's a 4.8 to 1. I only go for a 3 to 1. Now, the only reason bro, it was kind of some stupid shit, some corny shit. I was like, this range is so long and displaced that I bet I could enter at 61% versus 50%. So stupid. And so just because I was trying to enter at I was literally so greedy with my fill that I literally missed the whole move. I should have left my other position in and took it off, if not, but I don't. My risk management is 1 contract, so that's why I took 1 off. So even if we would have got in at OT, it would have been better. We can use this JW projections, what I call it, because the place where I learned about this was from Justin Werlin. Shout out him. Don't recommend buying his mentorship. I recommend you just watch it from the real dude who's 100% for free on YouTube, who actually made the concepts, who we all know exist, but we don't want to watch his boring ass videos. So I should have got this. Realistically, I should have got at least this, but I would have took it off at, honestly, like here. So instead of making an A+ move and could have really have left it running, I got in the position. I was in this position ready to go. Hold up real quick for the, I was in this position ready to go, but because I wanted a 10% better fill, I missed an explosive ass move. So boom, OTE, Whirling projections, or we got the OTE projections work too. But yeah, man, this was an A plus move. I mean, liquidity was at a higher time frame, high right here, and then it was literally the most obvious turnaround right here, and then pull back 61%, and then I got out like right. Man, I got out like right here, and I tried to put another order in over here, just hoping that it would go up one more time, but its ass just went doop 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 doop. I'm not going back up there, and then it went all the way down. But yeah, I could have got an easy 3-1, 3-1, and then I ended up losing like $300 for the day on some crazy shit. And I literally woke up early enough to get into this move, and I was only risking like $30 or whatever, $30, $70 max. Once I lose 120, I should be done for the day. So I literally just tilted yesterday. If I would have caught this move, I would have been done for the day. I would have got the fuck off. I would have done my yoga. I would have just chilled, yo. But I over traded, I'm not gonna lie. I started trading gold. I started trading NQ. I kept on trying to get moves. Like when this did a retracement, I tried to get back in like right here, thinking that this was just gonna retrace back to OTE. But nah, I deadass it swept this again. And then I could have got in right here. I don't even know, man. But yeah, I should have just caught the first move, and that was that. But this is just supposed to be a quick video on how I messed up. And so I ended up tilting and over trading because I was accidentally fumbled my entry. I literally was the man and literally ended the day not the man. But I'm not going to let me over trading and losing the money and not getting this trade discourage me. I'm going to learn from my lesson. Get in. If you get an entry, just stay in. If you want your entry to be OTE, do it. Know that from the start. Don't change your mind once you get in. And then once you miss the move for the day, just stop. Don't try looking for a better move. If you know you really missed the move, like just stop. And then once you lose $120 or 2 trades, just stop. You should be coming in here just, hold on, let me come to my OBS. You should just be coming in here like, fuck. All right, bet, got my money. Or you should be coming in here like, fuck. All right, you missed. Fuck. All right, got your money on the next one. Or you should be coming in here like, I got shot. But then, fuck. But you shouldn't be coming in here like, fuck, like, come in here, place a trade, 1 on gold, 1 on NQ, 1 in the AM, on gold, 1 on AM and NQ, and maybe 1 in the afternoon, and maybe on lunch for the lunch box move, or on NQ or gold, and that's it. But if you take 2 losses in the morning, just stop. I mean, come on now. You'll find your flow, though. And you know if the market is tricky, but damn, that's it. That was all this video. It's just a quick journal. I'm just going to post this. I'm going to make better, more educational videos later, but let's just not get discouraged from our losses, yo. We're going to always learn. As long as you learn, bro. Traders find success out of failure, yo. So as long as you learn from every single lesson and you stay locked in like a motherfucker and don't worry about anybody else telling you what to do, as long as you're taking care of yourself, as long as your health is good, just keep on losing money, just keep on going, just learn. If you don't know what you're doing, risk 1 contract. I guarantee you will get to 50, 100 million faster risking 1 contract in the beginning than trying to blow these accounts. 3 months ago, or 4, 5, 6 months ago maybe now, I started trying to passive fund it for a little bit. I kept on failing, blowing the fund it. 1,500 gone, 1,500 gone, 300, 400, 300, 400, 300, 400. I'd go a whole month just to fail at the end. I'd fail it in a week. Boom, boom. I took a 3-month break, rewatched all the ICT videos. Some of them I watched sober this time. Paper traded for 3 months, literally, like ICT kept on saying. I took my paper account, my fake money from, it was a 50K account. I took my fake money to 51.7K, so I made 1,700. You got to make 3,000 to pass the Top Step account challenge. So I was like, all right, I got this shit. I went to jump back in here. I wasn't trading as good as I was with the fake money, but I grew this account like $600 to $700, and then I only had withdrawal down to $500 in like the high 500s, like 530, 596. But then I slick I blew like $300 yesterday. I took way too much of a loss than I was supposed to yesterday. And I was also watching a Jake Paul, Logan Paul, like Neon, Adin Ross. I think it was a Logan Paul YouTube video, or I don't know whose page it was posted on, Adin Ross's, but I was just looking for some inspiration to get into like YouTube and streaming. So I just watched the GOATs. And I think Logan Paul was like, or no, Jake Paul was like, the fastest dollar made is the dollar saved. So that 300 I blew yesterday, if I wouldn't have blown it, I would be up $300 right now. But since I lost that $300, it's gone like that. And I'm not going to try to double up my contracts to make it back faster or anything. I'm just like, lesson learned. It's not real money anyways. I mean, it's $50 from the fee it costs for the monthly fee, but that's about it. So I'm going to continue to just take my time, one micro at a time, until I know I'm the man. To where it's like, all right, 4 contracts, 3 contracts, 4 contracts. This is a little sketchy. Let's do 2. 1 contract. Just this. If I'm doing 1 contract, though, I probably shouldn't even take the move. It's good to let a move go by. You don't got to catch every move, yo. But yeah, just a quick video. I'm going to end this here. Hopefully I said something. And yeah, hopefully y'all learned something. Dope.